Now, more than 14,000 villages in Myanmar's Ayeyarwady region are now grappling with the fallout of severe weather, adding risks on public safety and security. In Lemyethna township, a breached embankment triggered major flooding last week. And our team in Myanmar looks at how these floods, ongoing clashes, and a fuel crisis and destroyed crops are compounding the hardship for communities.
An act of God or pure oversight. An embankment in the village of Lemyethna was breached on the night of July 30. The Myanmar authorities blamed it on heavy rainfall and erosion. But some locals say the structure was old and in poor condition, weakened by rat holes and termite mounds. Those who were supposed to maintain it couldn't even get close enough because clashes between the Myanmar military and the Arakan army had spread to that area. We spoke to a farmer who told us how quickly his village was flooded. And during the interview, the sounds of heavy weapon firing rang nearby.
Pure the Lulu cannot meet the book. When I got the Gany Bonnie Laro of your media, to do the Biandog, do Blue Genema, beat out metal, call them a blue carrier as well. Twilud on Yadi with the Gany of your man and your and Aluba. Genema to Kazani Arabo. A good Alizan is to show Yadi Wood and the Egypt yard, and why did you general noise to the Huna Matara? Why did you so let a more in the yard, they would in the yard,
Myanmar's people have grown resilient from years of living with disasters. They do what they can to help themselves and one another. But challenges remain. Government security forces have declared the entrance to the flood zone as hazardous. This means private rescue groups from various regions can only set up base at a nearby monastery. They then have to make their way to villages to bring aid to those in need. But they can't reach everyone who needs help, especially residents of this village in Lemyethna township. For one, it's too expensive to rent motorboats to get here. Yet the need for supplies is no less urgent. This township now hosts hundreds of refugees who had earlier fled clashes that have spread to the Ayeyarwady region from Rakhine State. This woman and her family have been displaced for about a year and a half. It's also feared that the ongoing floods will destroy acres of paddy. Ayeyarwady, often described as the rice bowl of Myanmar, had earlier faced fuel shortages, with farmers struggling to buy fuel for the machinery they use to harvest their crops. These floods have dealt them yet another blow. The authorities say Ayeyarwady region planted some 3.7 million acres of paddy this season. While Lemyethna township grows only a fraction of that total, the losses for farmers are still significant. Some had already spent money on fertilizers, while rising fuel costs make it more expensive to cultivate crops. Farmers say paddy plants can survive in floodwaters for up to a week at most before being completely destroyed. The farmers may have survived the floods, but many now have to think of what's next. The Myanmar authorities have pledged to repair the embankment and provide food, water and healthcare. But on a nationwide scale, Myanmar is still grappling with an ongoing humanitarian situation. ASEAN has repeatedly pledged humanitarian assistance, although aid groups say access to conflict-affected areas is a persistent challenge.